They're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Haskins on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Here's Goff. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
From the 27, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Efiti Melifonwu. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grab.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
He finds his target, Ebron. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Haskins will throw. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. fights off the tackle at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second down at 4. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On second down, here's Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. Oh, he bowls over him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Now Goff on first down. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Pushing his way through. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, it's Goff. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins looking deep here for Ebron. And this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete, Okuebuna. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Goff on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now gone. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Haskins. He finds his target, Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 27, Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Callaway, the return man. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Play action. It's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They find some open field here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on second down, Haskins. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Hey, let's get there. 26 mark, 26 mark. Watch the pass, Here we go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Throwing now, Goff. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Goff. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it's Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darryl Worley. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Khalif Raymond with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And
it'll be intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year.